Curtis Hill is the Attorney General of Indiana, and he is currently being accused of inappropriate behavior by a number of women. There was a document that came out. There's 6 of them currently. But there was a document, and it states that a lawmaker and 3 legislative staffers said Hill inappropriately touched them at a party in the early morning hours of March 15th, shortly after Indiana's legislative session came to a close. Hill, a Republican, denied the allegations, calling them deeply troubling. At no time was my behavior inappropriate, nor did I touch anyone in an inappropriate manner, Hill said in a statement to the newspaper. He also said he was never contacted by an investigator and that he hasn't even been informed of who made these allegations. But legislative leaders said in a joint statement on Monday that the investigation was completed and the matter has been addressed with the Attorney General to the satisfaction of the employees involved. So somebody's lying. I wasn't contacted, I swear. And then they're saying, no, you were. Now, as to whether or not he did it, I have absolutely no idea. A lot of people have actually become angry because I'll say, I call for proof, for some way of being able to verify this before you go out and condemn a person and tell them to resign and destroy their life. But I do find it funny. This public figure is having his career curtailed, or at least attempted to be curtailed, by people who can hide in the shadows and are free to do the same thing to anyone else that comes within proximity of them, that happens to be in a place of high profile and thus vulnerability, that stand to lose something from charges being made toward them. And look, if they're correct, and it deserves to happen. But before I can agree with that statement, I need evidence. And people always say, how do you get evidence of, assaults and these other incidents that go on oftentimes with just the victim and the, perpetrator involved? And my answer to that has been the fact that in many cases in the current era, people have cell phones. They have ways of recording things. Obviously, if it's a party, there were loads of witnesses. But what's even crazier about the idea is that they act as if this is 1950. When you had charges being made, people were not able to just pull out a phone and, oh, now I have everything you said down there. Or, oh, look at this text message from this person. Or look at these incriminating, fingerprints or DNA evidence within the, vaginal area of the woman. There's plenty of ways this can be verified if it happened. And I'm not trying to, make some claim that this is some grand ball conspiracy, but know this, ever since this Me Too thing started back in February, it's been nonstop. Every few days, charges. I even had that song from a little while back about, I forgot it. I've been so used to trying to avoid these stories. Every day there's another allegation. We're gonna accuse you of molestation. And somebody will look at that song and they'll say, oh, this is not, you're mocking this very serious incident. No, I'm mocking the high levels of high profile individuals being accused of this. And the similarities between all of these cases, which are a group of people getting together and wanting you to believe that a person of noteworthiness is some, sexual degenerate just because they say it. And look, I'll go back to, and I know this is getting off topic of the Curtis Hill stuff, but go back and look at the evidence against Harvey Weinstein. You had I think she was an actress, a model, in 2015, record him telling her to come up to his hotel room, to just come up there with me, just come up there with me. And that's proof. It was verified through her. She took the initiative to have more than just word of mouth, which oftentimes, because of the aggressiveness of these invaders and predators, when they're actually those two terms, you can prove. So I'm tired of it. I'm leaning toward he didn't do it based off the fact that there's no proof. If proof emerges, I will recant my stance. But until then, I'm not playing this game. So I appreciate it and have a good day.